Coming up now, it's the gold medal men's team match here on our 50-meter range in Shanghai. And as we look around this beautiful city, here's how the two teams got here. Oh, guess what? It's the #1 and #2 teams in the world. Korea and the USA going up against each other. USA coming through China just by a single point in the top semi-final, and it was a single point win for Korea against Turkey in the other semi-final. A truly competitive field. It's been here throughout the week, and this promises to be a very special match. Let's welcome the teams from the USA and Korea out onto the field of play for this gold medal match.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the field for the compound men's team gold medal match. On target number 1, representing United States of America, Braden Gellenthien, Kris Schaff, Matt Sullivan. Their competitors. On target number 2, representing Republic of Korea, Yonghee, Jongho, Jaewon. The line judge for this match is Braden.
Well, here we go. It's time for gold here in the compound men's team event, and two teams highly competitive. Korea, Choi, Yonghee, Kim Jongho and Yang Jaewon line up against the USA. And Mackenzie Brown, as you are our American analyst, please introduce your team to the field of play.
My team is Matt Sullivan, Kris Schaff, and Braden Gellenthien.
Great lineup for both teams. Now, we talked about the swirly conditions here, as the USA will shoot first on target 1, but the temperature is playing another game or two with the athletes.
Yeah, I was talking to the Hawaiian Superman, Mel Nichols, who was in the coaching box for the women's team, and he was saying that it's very hot up there on that platform.
Yeah, that's the benefit of having you in the commentary position. We have a hotline out onto the field of play. And you mentioned that it's hot out there, but the platform is carpeted as well. Yeah, great start from the USA. A perfect 30 to start, and that's just what they needed. Korea will line up now for their first 3 arrows. And I mentioned that it's carpeted. You can see there the blue carpet will retain the heat. It will hold it in.
It's very hot on your feet. It can be kind of a little bit of a distraction. So you kind of just really want to focus on your shot and not let those type of things get to you.
Maximum of 28 possible with a 10 here. As Yang Jaewon lines up for his first shot of this gold medal match. Bit of a long hold, but a 10 there. Schaff getting a perfect 20 out of 20. confident shooting from the USA. Mackenzie, you said just before the match it was all about how the USA start this one.
Yeah, we've definitely started out really strong. There's lots of good communication between the guys, and I think that's something that's very helpful.
Just pulls that one left. It's a 9. It's on the line. But whatever happens here, they'll lead by a minimum of 1.
Something that's fun to look at is the little twitches and intricacies of things that archers do, and it's fun to watch this release hand on this Korean athlete. His pinky likes to wiggle right there before his shot goes off.
Well, whilst we've got a measure on the 4th arrow, it's not going to have any play on who's leading at the end of the first end. And a 10 to finish things off. Currently the USA, subject to confirmation, lead by 2, and it was a near perfect start, just dropping the single point on the very last arrow. 5 10s out of 6, not bad.
Yeah, really good shooting from my team. I think one thing you noticed is Braden's last shot was just not what he wanted, but that first shot from him is just impeccable, right on the spider. I'm not sure that you can get much closer than that.
And do you think the new haircut on the team is playing a part in this confident start?
Yeah, I think just because it's such a hot day today, I think Kris is glad that he got rid of the mullet, but I think he's still channeling the power from the mullet.
Much like Samson, but clearly not losing any of his power, Kris Schaff. Oh, look at that. There it is. Cameraman must have heard us.
You can see his neck.
Yeah, very neat haircut. Did he have that done here in Shanghai?
No, I actually showed up on the official practice day and ate breakfast with him, and I was like, who are you? He looks so different.
Well, it's working. Americans leading, so Korea will shoot first here in this gold medal match. Second end about to get underway. Oh, the pinky movement, the little finger movement on the drawing hand, clearly a feature.
Two of the Korean archers have that pinky wiggle, what some call in golf a waggle. You know, you get your hand set, and that might just be something unique to both of those archers.
Good start to the second end. Yeah, so the first and third archers, I mean, they're very different wiggles as well. They're very unique to each athlete. One's got a stretch going on, the other one's sort of almost rubbing up against the 4th finger. But it's all process. Each individual has their own process. Good. Yeah, good try, man. So 3 10s from Korea to get us off the mark in the second end. Yep.
10, 10, 10.
And we answer with 3 10s.
Well, it's been competitive throughout, and we knew this one was going to be tight. Perfect scores so far in the second end from both teams.
A little bit further off than the other starting arrows, so he's going to take a couple of clicks on his sight. Might have felt like that shot was a really solid shot. So.
Good response.
It's a very close arrow, but I think that's probably a 9. I don't know if they'll put an asterisk next to it or not.
Yeah, they're changing their order, the Koreans, as well, I've noticed. I wonder if that's a feature of the pressure they're under.
Lots of really good communication from our team. That's something that I really like to hear, is our guys are talking to each other, telling each other about the wind, and really just encouraging each other on making good shots. Money.
Beautiful. 59 in the first end, on for another 60. But it was Gellenthien who dropped the 9 in the last arrow of the first end.
He knew it right before it even got halfway down to the target. But again, 59 is really solid shooting for each end.
Unbelievable. 59-59 in both ends for the USA. 58-58, pretty good scoring from Korea, but it means the USA lead by 2. And let's take a look at all of those arrows. 59 in the first, 59 in the second.
Yeah, just a high shot right there on the last arrow from Braden, and he knew it, so I think he might have just helped it out a little bit on that front hand, maybe just a little bit of extra push.
Well, I look back at the athletes getting ready, and here are the shots from the USA in that second end. So building up 5 10s in a row. Gellenthien shooting, or Gellenthien I should say, shooting last. Is there a special amount of pressure when all the other arrows are 10s?
I think it's the same amount of pressure. Braden's been here time and time again in finals matches, so I don't think that that's really extra pressure for him. I think he just has high expectations of himself, and I think that that's totally okay to have. Just for some reason is not happy with that last shot, so I think just take an extra second, maybe an extra breath, and get ready for that last one.
Start of the third end here in this gold medal match. Korea are trailing by 2 and need to score heavy to put the pressure on the USA. Solid stuff there.
Korea is really good at leaving themselves plenty of time to be able to comfortably walk up on the line and shoot their shot. They have over half of their time remaining for their last 3 arrows, which is a good strategy.
Solid.
Just a relaxed, controlled shot from Matt Sullivan. I think he really helps this team out with keeping the heart rate low, relaxed, good shooting.
Another perfect start from both teams to the third end of 4 here in the men's compound team gold medal match. I've seen the Koreans play with their order. Yang shoots the 3rd and the 5th arrows.
It might have just been something they practiced on the practice range, and that's what they're comfortable with. He is the quickest shooter of the three, and that may be why he's put in that position. And this archer here at the end is the best at shooting the first and last arrow. Maybe that's why they put them in that order.
They can play it with the order within the 6 arrows as long as each archer shoots 2 arrows in an end. The Americans are sticking with the same 1, 2, 3 in the first 3 and the second 3 arrows.
So Kris there was just letting Braden know that he needs to just aim in the middle. There's nothing to be aiming off for. Another great shot from Matt.
So in the first 2 ends, the USA scored 5 10s and a 9. They've got 5 10s in the third end. Gellenthien to shoot the final arrow. And he's managed it. Third time lucky for the 6th arrow to go in the 10, and we get a perfect score from USA. They lead by 3 points going into the final end of this gold medal match here in Shanghai. That's going to settle his nerves, if he's got any nerves.
Yeah, I think so. I think that it's just a little bit more encouragement for himself, knowing, yeah, I can't put it in there. That's where it goes.
And here it is. 2 9s as the last 6 arrows, the last arrow in the 2 ends before finally gets the 6th arrow in a 10 for the perfect score for USA. The Americans looking on, looking relaxed, but looking confident, and they're here for business. They're here for gold.
Keep it going, buddy.
A 58, 58, and a 59 for Korea. Not bad shooting, but 2 59s and a 60 from the USA, just 3 points better. We go into the 4th end of 4 here in Shanghai, and it's Korea trailing by 3 to shoot first, and they need to put the pressure on the USA with some big scores.
It's a good way to start the last end.
Korea have started the last 2 ends with 2 10s and an X. Yeah, it looks like they've got 2 X's and a 10. So it's all they can do to put the pressure on the USA. But they have just been shooting better and better throughout this gold medal match. All 10 so far for Kris Schaff.
He gave his side a little bit of an adjustment there. I've noticed his arrows are hanging on the left side of the 10, but I mean, that's just picky, you know, 10s are 10s.
All 10s so far for Matt Sullivan. Gellenthien's first arrows of each end have all been X's.
And that's another one.
So whatever Korea can do, the Americans are matching it. Very, very high quality. Yang shooting that 5th arrow again in the final end. And the Koreans are on for a perfect finish to this match.
(9-10) liner there. I think that'll go to a judge call. But I think Team USA is going to look to clean this out.
Yeah, I think you predicted well. That's been marked for a measure. So, Kris Schaff. Longer hold than normal.
Still
But
10.
gets 8 10s out of 8 shots. He's done his job for Team USA. Matt Sullivan has 7 out of 7.
What's one more?
8 out of 8. Gellenthien to shoot the final arrow of this gold medal match. Just needs an 8 to win it.
I think he's still going to be going for that 10. Oh, yeah.
And another perfect score for the USA, finishing with 120 over the last 2 ends, having only dropped 2 points before that. USA take the gold medal here in Shanghai in the men's team compound event. Korea shot well, but it just wasn't good enough to beat the States this time round. Well, hugs all around. Mackenzie, just 2 points dropped across 4 ends. Pretty solid shooting.
That's really good shooting, and that's the kind of shooting that USA always comes out to shoot on the finals field. And these guys just came out and shot the way that they always know how to do.
Well, confirmation that the United States of America are the men's team compound champions here at stage 2 of the Hyundai Archery World Cup in Shanghai.